Good morning, everyone. It's Mark Anthony with Not Your Father's Crypto, and we are back today to talk about a possibility of what they like to call an Easter bunny rally entering this Easter weekend. Religion aside, it is a phenomenon that happens during this time of year, every year. A lot of discrepancies on the up pattern that we see hit the Wall Street stock exchanges and NASDAQ year after year. However, there is a trend that may sneak into the cryptocurrency world, and starting with Bitcoin and Ethereum, we may see that trickle down into the altcoins. So we're going to take a look at that, and we're going to take a look at Bitcoin and Ethereum and how they've been trading recently, and basically go over some of these this pullback that we have. So definitely some opportunity to be had, but we're going to talk about that, and let's get down into it. So firstly, what we are seeing is a pullback from Ethereum and Bitcoin, and that pullback has been, overlaying the hype and the anticipation coming out of the Bitcoin convention. Everybody was expecting big news, a big pump, what have you. Didn't get it. Okay, so we actually fell pretty substantially. If you remember, the price of Bitcoin was at 48K approximately, and now we're down in that 41.5 floor level that we're looking to settle in at. So there is a floor where it seems to be the zero that always plays a role. So everybody's kind of looking at that 40K price point as okay. That's when it's really going to grab people's attention. So not to worry though. There is a lot of sentiment about why that 40K resistance and kind of why we're holding tight there. We had this pullback, and it is all stemming from, if you remember, Janet Yellen gave her speech on the government stance and didn't really say anything much, but there are rate hikes coming, okay? So that being said, the consumer price index is going up on a national economic scale. So as that goes up, the government will increase rates, okay? So you're going to see a lot of institutional money, okay? A lot of the market movers, as I would call them, the money that's going to move a chart, right? So that money is going to be directly correlated with these interest rate hikes, okay? So a lot of those people in their portfolios and how they're treating the markets, cryptocurrency and stock markets alike, they are going to be very neutral at this time, okay? So that's something to keep note of. And if we do get bullish, which is a possibility due to this Easter bunny rally that does happen with conventional markets being closed on Friday before Easter, this is a possibility where today it might be worth getting into anticipation of such a rally and being on the bottom end of that, so we can establish some gains head into next week in case that bull pattern does break out and we do get some solid growth in the next coming weeks. So just want to touch on this one chart right here. I like to look at these charts of Bitcoin and Ethereum and how they kind of correlate and combat each other on the day-to-day and throughout the course of the month. So this is a 7-day chart of an overlay, and you can see they all kind of like coincide with each other. So definitely, if you know how crypto works, right? Bitcoin's its own animal, right? But all tides rise and fall together. So we will see as Bitcoin goes up and down, Ethereum tends to follow suit. And if it's not like that day, it will be the next day or the day following, or maybe even before, and it gets that bounce up because of their direct relationship. Okay, so when that does happen, we do see the Bitcoin chart. Say the Bitcoin goes up, well, Ethereum's going to go up. And if Ethereum goes up, what's that going to do? That's going to propel all the altcoins, all the meme coins. It's going to just pump money into that ecosystem of driving market prices, driving transaction, driving volume, driving liquidity upwards, and ultimately increasing market cap, which directly will increase our token prices. So that's definitely something where we're looking forward to seeing if we can get a giant pump or even a pump back up to that, halfway up to that 48K level that we saw Bitcoin at before the conference. So definitely looking forward to that chart. Hopefully next week we see a little bit more of this going up, like an uptick here. on both sides, we will definitely see the trickle-down effect from that. So this is from the director of cryptocurrency research and development, digital currencies of Forbes. And I was reading over this article. Okay, and he was talking about the pullbacks of Bitcoin and other digital assets. And like I said, it's directly related, in his opinion, too, to the increase in the CPI, which is definitely going to cause a more aggressive Federal Reserve rate hike. Okay, so when that comes, like he says right here, this is all about a matter of timing. How long will this last? How long will the fear last of potential rate increases, another potential rate increase? And, I kind of have it estimated at 3 to 4 increases we're going to see throughout the course of the year. Nothing has really changed on a government level. We are still kind of just hovering sideways. There has not been one budge, one way up, one way down. We're just kind of having that wait and see approach from the government with no really, they're not putting a foot forward. We're just going sideways. So when you're trying to plan your investment strategies and your portfolio and how you're going to designate risk, it's going to be very, very tricky and muddy the next coming months. However, though, if we do see this rally as we may anticipate from prior years, those patterns are bullish. We just left the 48K range on Bitcoin. So, we just got to get over that threshold and just, zoom out to the long-term approach to everything. And, I just think that overall, it's just the numbers and the sentiment regarding digital currency, it's a volatile asset. So that being volatile, we're going to get the hardest blunt force trauma to the charts, to market manipulation, to whatever money's moving in and out. It's definitely going to have the biggest impact on digital currency. So definitely something to keep forward perspective on, and keep looking forward. And let's hopefully see a increase in Bitcoin through the weekend. And next week we will have something optimistic to talk about entering the summer. So take a look at the charts, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think on this one. Hit the subscribe button. It's much appreciated. And we will definitely be keeping an eye on this, and more to come.